welcome to another podcast for the Daily News. You got the poor man's version of Mike and Mike here, looking cool today and discussing some football. A lot of issues facing our Chicago Bears as we head into the fourth week of the season here, buddy. So let's dive right in and talk about a few of them. Whose decision do you think it was most to put Rex on the bench? Was it Lovey or was it Jerry Angelo?
I think it kills both of them because you know that Jerry Angelo loves to play his guys, the guys that he drafted, and Lovey's been behind him all the way. But I think this is actually a Lovey decision.
I agree with you. I think Jerry Angelo is actually covered on either end because he brought Greasy in too. Either way, he's going to look good. It's up to the coach to put the right guy in. I think more pressure's on Lovey.
All right, question number 2. Rex's poor play has been awful so far. Do you think it's been responsible for part of the injuries we've seen on defense?
Not at all. Blaming those injuries on Rex is like blaming Kyle Orton for getting Olsen's knee hurt in the preseason for throwing the ball to him. Injuries are part of the game at hand.
Part of the game, but they'd be less part of the game if the defense was on the field
they'd
less.
They'd be on
often.
the field less, sure, but you can't say that. I would not put that on Rex any day of the week.
All right.
All right, moving on here, sir. Did the injuries on defense contribute to the change on quarterback?
Well, I think it kind of goes both ways on that one, too. But I actually would say yes, it does, because weekend defense means that they're giving up more points.
They're going to have to score more
to win, and they're not scoring with Rex.
I definitely think that entered the equation for damn sure.
All right, one more on Rex. Is he going to ever take another snap as a quarterback for the Bears?
I would say maybe. I know that's not a very definitive answer, but Brian Greasy's got a history of injuries. Everyone got frustrated with Orton, and it's a long season to go. We'll see what happens.
So does your ass hurt from sitting on the fence there? I say no. He's never taken another snap. He's done. I would say Kyle Orton's going to be in before Rex Grossman.
All right, moving on to the task at hand here. Who needs to play better this week for the Bears to get a win? Greasy or Benson? Grossman's probably not going to play too
Normally I say Benson. In this case, I'm going to say Greasy because it's his first week. All eyes are on him, and they're going to have to air it out and score 20-some points.
I don't think so. I mean, Lovey already said you don't got to be a Hall of Famer this week. Just go out and manage the game. I think it's going to be a big weekend for Cedric to step up and prove he can get tough yards with 7-8 guys in the box all day.
Okay. Well, on Cedric Benson, is he going to rush for 1,000 yards this season when it's all said and done?
Absolutely. I think he's going to get on track, and I think he's going to do it. I think the line's going to figure out how to open up a couple more holes for him.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's really not that tough to rush for 1,000 yards anymore.
Yeah,
the pace he's on right now, going into week 4, he's run 60-some yards per week. He's on pace for exactly 1,008 yards.
Just enough to get you there, yeah.
And you got to figure he's going to improve anyway.
That's only, 60 yards a game? I mean, 16-game season, it's not a big, chunky thing, and I think he's good enough to get that done. Hopefully, we're talking 1,200.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, true or false? The Bears are going to win on Sunday with Brian Greasy at the helm.
I think they're going to win. I think the Lions scare me because they put up a lot of points, but their defense is nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a track meet, and I think Greasy's smart enough to exploit a weak defense. I think the Bears are going to get a win.
All right, some of the NFC North Division opponents are kind of putting a little surprise.
They're scaring me.
In our laps. The Packers, are they for real or no?
No. I don't think they're going to be around at the end. I think they might be in your 500 range again, but they're still so young. I think they're going to have great stretches like they have now, but I think they're going to make some mistakes and play to their age and lose some games that way. Their defense is very
solid,
good,
and that's why I think they are going to be there at the end. I see them as a 9-win team and competing for a playoff spot.
I like it. All right, the boys were playing on Sunday. You think the Lions are for real?
The Lions, no.
You kind of already said about the Lions. Their offense is for real.
They sure are, but they're not doing anything. They're not stopping anyone on defense. I don't see them hanging for a whole season. I'm sure Detroit fans love the idea of having a kind of a winner for once.
It's been a while. Since Bobby Lane, I believe.
All right, so it's probably going to be one of those 3 teams who's winning the NFC North.
Well, it's probably stupid to ask me, because you know what I'm going to say. The Bears.
Yeah.
Of course the Bears are going to win. That's what my heart says. My head says, too, it's a deep defense, and Greasy's going to breathe some life into this team.
I agree, though. I agree. The Bears will win. 10 wins, 9 wins might get it done this year.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. It's an interesting time in Chicago sports, no matter how any of this stuff pans out. So go Bears, and go Cubs.
Myself off lookout, man.